Chicago Cubs. News today.
Imagine waiting months for a fresh start, getting traded to a team desperately in need of pitching, and then becoming the headline on your very first pitch. That's exactly what happened to David Peterson. But almost nobody talked about what happened next. Giving up a home run on the very first pitch looks like a complete disaster, I get it. But what happened after that completely changes the way you should look at his debut. More importantly, it could tell us a lot about what to expect from the Cubs for the rest of the season. Throughout this video, you'll find out why Chicago decided to take a chance on this pitcher, despite him going through the worst stretch of his career, and why this trade could end up having a major impact on the Cubs' playoff hopes. David Peterson joined the Cubs on Thursday after being acquired in a trade from the New York Mets. In return, Chicago sent prospect Cole Mathis, a second-round pick in the 2024 MLB draft. The 30-year-old left-hander had been struggling since last summer, mirroring the Mets' overall decline. Then, on Friday night, making his Cubs debut against the Milwaukee Brewers, he gave up a leadoff home run to outfielder Jackson Chourio on the very first pitch of the game. I'll be honest, when I saw that happen, my first thought was, here we go again. Bleacher bums, you know I've seen this movie before. A pitcher arrives with a lot of baggage, and his debut immediately confirms everyone's worst fears. But if you only focus on that first pitch, you're missing the most important part of the story. If you enjoy honest Cubs analysis like this, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us keep growing as we push toward 4,000 subscribers. The Cubs' starting rotation is, without exaggeration, in emergency mode. Cade Horton is out for the season. Justin Steele is unlikely to return this year. Edward Cabrera and Jameson Taillon are both still on the injured list. Faced with that situation, President of Baseball Operations Jed Hoyer decided to take a chance on Peterson as an immediate solution. If he can stabilize his ERA, he could become a key piece for the remainder of the season. If not, the front office may have to go back to the trade market, and there aren't many quality options available. So let me ask you, Northside Nation, what matters more to you, the way Peterson responded after that first pitch, or the 5.92 ERA he's still carrying into Chicago? Peterson is in the final year of his contract, which only adds more pressure to perform. After surrendering that first pitch home run, he settled down and finished his outing much more effectively, preventing the game from getting out of hand in the opening inning. The Cubs went on to win 9-6, and manager Craig Counsell spoke about the victory afterward. Even with the team getting the win, Peterson's 5.92 ERA remains the biggest concern moving forward. This isn't the first time we've seen a pitcher join a new organization, stumble in his debut, and then eventually find his rhythm. Recent MLB history is full of examples where one rough first outing didn't define an entire season. Peterson was an all-star in 2025, so the talent is clearly there. The real question is whether a new environment in Chicago can help him rediscover that version of himself before time runs out. To me, what really matters isn't the home run, it's how he responded. A pitcher who gets punched in the mouth on his very first pitch and still manages to regroup and finish the inning without letting the game unravel shows real mental toughness. With the rotation this depleted, the Cubs don't have the luxury of waiting for Peterson to figure things out at his own pace. If he turns things around over the next few weeks, this trade could end up being one of Jed Hoyer's smartest moves of the deadline. If he doesn't, it'll be just another temporary bandage on a rotation that's already bleeding. So what do you think? Was this simply a rough debut? Or the beginning of another problem for the Cubs? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, Bleacher Bums.